Your boss calls you into his office. "I need you to be more of a team player," he says. Last month, he praised your independence. Last week, he told you to take more risks. Now suddenly, you're not proactive enough. You leave the room unsure, uneasy, questioning yourself. Sound familiar? When you let this pattern dictate your peace, you second-guess every step. Your confidence erodes daily. You start bending yourself to shifting demands. Today, you'll learn 10 Stoic principles that make you immune to manipulation, not theory. Tactical strategies you can use today, in the office, at home, and inside your own head. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Let's decode how you take that power back, starting now. Principle 1. The Dichotomy of Control by Epictetus. Epictetus taught this 2,000 years ago. It's the foundation of everything else. Here's the core question. What do I actually control? And what's just noise? Job example. Your colleague takes credit for your idea in a meeting. Your boss smiles. Everyone nods at your colleague's idea. Old you replay the moment all night, obsess over every glance. You scramble to rebuild reputation. Stoic you pause. You remind yourself, their choice, not mine. You respond, that idea was mine. Let's clarify next steps together. You're not attacking, you're owning clarity. Relationship example. Your partner says, "You never listened to me." You just spent the evening listening. Old you argue, you list evidence, you try to convince. Stoic you maintain your integrity. You reply once, "I listened. I want to understand, but I can't control what you hear." You don't chase belief. You stand firm in your values. Epictetus in the Enchiridion taught, "Some things are within our power, others are not." You control your judgments, values, responses. You do not control others' words, opinions, or behavior. Tactic. Here's your real-world maneuver. Perform a control check in conversation. State what you observed. Name what you control. Let go of what you don't. Example phrasing. You said X. I'm responsible for how I respond. I can't control how you meant it. This shifts the dynamic from confusion to clarity. Practice this. That's outside my control, so it's outside my concern. Firm, calm, non-negotiable. Principle 2. Negative visualization by Seneca. Seneca taught this in letter 91 to Lucilius. Here's the core question. What if I lost what I rely on tomorrow? Because when you've already faced loss in your mind, fear can't control you. Job example. Your company announces a restructuring. Rumors spread. Slack channels light up. Old you panic, gossip, freeze. You can't focus. You refresh your inbox every 5 minutes. Stoic you pause and run a mental drill. What if I lose this job tomorrow? You picture it. The email, the exit meeting, the free morning that follows. You plan. Update your resume. Reach out to a contact. Cut one unnecessary expense. You don't drown in fear. You act from preparation. You've lived the loss once, so it can't break you twice. Relationship example. You catch yourself thinking, what if they leave me? Most people push that thought away. They distract themselves. They cling harder. Old you suppress the fear. You need constant reassurance. Stoic you sit with the thought. You imagine life without them, your morning routine, your peace, your identity, intact. Then you look at them fully, without grasping, not from desperation, from gratitude. Stoic principle. Seneca wrote in Letters to Lucilius, letter 91, "He robs present ills of their power, who has seen their coming beforehand." To visualize loss is not pessimism, it's liberation. Tactic. Each morning, spend 2 minutes on a loss rehearsal. Pick one thing you rely on, your job, health, relationship. Visualize it gone. Ask, if this vanished, who would I be? Answer, still me. Still capable. Still calm. If it happens, I've already lived it once. Principle 3. Amor, Fati by Marcus Aurelius. Here's the core question. How can I turn this setback into fuel? Job example. A project you invested 6 months in gets canceled. Old you. Bitter. Complaining. Why me? This is unfair. Stoic you. You pause and say internally, this happened. What can I extract? You email the team. Let's document what we learned. I'll use this for the next proposal. You turn loss into leverage, not waste. You don't fight reality. You recycle it into wisdom. Relationship example. Your partner publicly criticizes you unfairly in front of friends. Old you. You sulk. Withdraw. Silent treatment for days. Stoic you. You accept the moment as reality. Later, in private, you say, what you said hurt, but I won't mirror cruelty back. Let's talk about what's really going on. You don't punish. You respond with clarity. You transform conflict into a test of character. Stoic principle. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, Book 4, Section 49, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. Every difficulty is fuel, if you decide to burn clean." Tactic. When something goes wrong, pause and ask, what's the lesson here? What can I build with this? How can I respond with virtue instead of victimhood? Turn pain into process. It's not about liking fate. It's about using it. This happened for me, not to me. Principle 4. Premeditatio Malorum by Seneca. Seneca outlined it in letter 18 to Lucilius. Here's the core question. What could go wrong, and how will I meet it calmly? Job example. Big presentation tomorrow. Old you. You hope everything goes smoothly. You avoid thinking about failure. Stoic you. You visualize the chaos, the slides freezing, the tough question, the blank face in the front row. You rehearse your first sentence, your breathing, your posture. When it happens, you've already been there. No shock, no panic, just execution. Relationship example. You're about to have a difficult conversation tonight. Old you. You hope they're in a good mood. You wing it. Stoic you. You anticipate their worst reaction, the tone, the defensiveness. You decide your boundaries now. When it comes, you stay centered. Prepared beats, surprised. Stoic principle. Seneca wrote in Letters to Lucilius, letter 18, "The man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive. Expectation neutralizes shock." Tactic. Before any challenge, Meeting, conversation, deadline, take 5 minutes. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? How would I handle it calmly? What's my boundary if they push? Rehearse your tone, your posture, your first sentence. When trouble arrives, you don't scramble. You execute. I've already seen the worst. I'm ready. Principle 5. View from above. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius used this regularly. Core question: what does this look like from 10,000 feet? Job example: your team erupts over a deadline missed by a few hours. Old you feel betrayed. You raise your voice. This moment feels like everything. Stoic you pause. You imagine the office from space. Thousands of offices, millions of deadlines, billions of people. You say, we missed it. Let's adjust. In 6 months, this won't matter. You address reality, but you don't surrender to its weight. Relationship example: you argue over something small, money, schedule, miscommunication. Old you take it personally. You lash out. Stoic you step back mentally and see your life as a long journey. You say, this disagreement is a moment, not my identity. You don't let this small conflict steal your inner calm. Stoic principle. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations 7.48, look down from above on the countless gatherings and countless ceremonies, and every sort of voyage in storm and calm, and the disputes between those being born, living together, and dying. From above, manipulation shrinks to a speck. Tactic: use a 3-step sky drill when drama strikes. Literally look upward, or imagine sky. Mentally zoom out, see the bigger life context. Ask, will this matter tomorrow? In a year? This deflates manipulation instantly. From up here, that's just noise. Principle 6. Voluntary Discomfort by Seneca. Seneca taught this in letters 18 to Lucilius. Core question: what hardship will I welcome today? Job example: your boss asks for a volunteer to lead the audit no one wants. Silence. Everyone looks down. Old you wait. You hope someone else steps up. Stoic you raise your hand. You say, I'll take it. I want the challenge. You step into discomfort, not because it's easy, but because it trains you. Relationship example: you need to tell your partner something difficult, a boundary, a hurt, a truth. You fear their reaction. Old you avoid it. You hope it goes away. Stoic you initiate. You say, this is uncomfortable, but silence causes more damage. Let's talk now. You choose clarity over comfort. Stoic principle. Seneca said in letters 18 to Lucilius, set aside days in which you shall be content with the scantiest fare. Voluntary austerity trains the mind to resist manipulation by comfort. Tactic: 3 steps to train voluntary discomfort. Choose one discomfort today. Cold shower, harder task, or silent moment. Stay present. Don't escape or distract yourself. Afterward, ask, did I survive? Did I grow? Do this daily. You build immunity to fear and control. I invited challenge, not weakness. Principle 7. Focus on Giving by Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius embodied this. Core question: what can I offer without expectation? Job example. A colleague struggles with deadlines. You have your own load, but you see an opening. Old you. You hesitate. You think, what's in it for me? Stoic you. You step forward. You say, send me your draft. I'll help you refine it. You don't do it for credit. You do it because strength is shared, not hoarded. Relationship example. Your partner loses their job. Stress mounts. They pull back. Old you. You think, when will they help me like I help them? Stoic you. You respond generously. You say, I've got us covered this month. Focus on what's next. You give without scorekeeping. You help, not to balance a ledger, but from integrity. Stoic principle. Marcus Aurelius in Meditations, 630, observes service to community and duty. He valued giving beyond expecting return, a mark of unshakable confidence. Tactic. 3-step generosity. Protocol. Identify someone who needs help today. Offer support, no strings attached. Observe your emotion. Let giving speak louder than ego. I give freely, not because I need your approval, but because I believe in strength. Principle 8. Judge by intentions, not words. Epictetus warned, words deceive, intentions reveal. Core question. What does this person actually want from me? Job example. Your colleague says, hey, you look stressed lately. This project might be a good distraction for you. Want to jump in? Old you. You hear the concern. You think, maybe work will help me relax. You've agreed before. You end up doing their work again. Stoic you. You pause. You scan the intention. Is this really concern, or just a polite way to pass off responsibility? You reply, I appreciate your concern. I'll manage my own workload. Thanks. You stop falling for soft sell manipulation, masked as support. Relationship example. Your partner says, I just want what's best for us. But their pattern, constant criticism, isolation from friends, subtle control. Old you. You take the words at face value. You doubt yourself. You pull back from your people. Stoic you. You study the pattern. You say, your words say love, but your actions show control. I trust behavior, not promises. You protect your autonomy without shouting, without drama. Stoic principle. Epictetus in Discourses 4.5 wrote, don't be deceived by appearances. Look to the intention behind them. And in the Enchiridion, it's not what people say that disturbs us, but our judgment about what they mean. Stoics don't chase words. They read between the lines and stay anchored in reality. Tactic. Before reacting to sweet talk or sharp words, pause. Ask, what outcome are they really pushing? Compare words to patterns. Trust intention, not performance. Try it this week. Watch how quickly you spot hidden agendas. You'll become immune to charm offensives and emotional landmines. I judge your intentions, not your words. Principle 9. Memento Mori by Marcus Aurelius. Marcus used this daily. Core question. If life were ending, would this matter? Job example. You get dragged into petty office drama and politics. Old you. You argue, debate, waste time. Stoic you. You pause and ask, if this were my last week, would I bother with this? You walk away. You redirect energy into lasting work. Relationship example. You hold resentment over a small betrayal. Old you. You replay it. You accrete bitterness. Stoic you. You recall mortality. You say, life is brief. Holding this doesn't heal me. You choose release, not revenge. Stoic principle. Marcus Aurelius in Meditations 2.11 wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. To remember, death is to sharpen living." Tactic. Use a daily death reminder. Before sleep, ask, did I live as if today mattered? If not, reset tomorrow. Stop letting manipulation distract your purpose. Today matters. Act like it. Principle 10. The Inner Citadel. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus pictured the mind as a fortress. Core question: can chaos breach my walls? Job example: around you, deadlines explode, conflict swirls, gossip spreads. Old you. You absorb the chaos. You react. You lose stability. Stoic you. You retreat inward. You say, I'll focus on what I control. The rest is noise. You act from your center, even as the storm rages. Relationship example: drama enters your home. Shouts, blame, emotional waves. Old you. You match energy, get pulled in. Stoic you. You stand firm. You say, your storm doesn't drown me. I remain. You protect inner clarity. Stoic principle. In Meditations 8.48, Marcus uses fortress imagery. Divide and rule your attention. Let the fortress within never be breached. Your inner fortress is your ultimate defense. Tactic. Build your fortress practice each morning. Remind yourself of core values. Visualize your inner walls. Anchor back to them when external chaos invades. You become stable from within. My fortress is built, not given. You now have 10 Stoic shields, 10 principles built to make manipulation bounce off your mind. These aren't isolated tactics, they interlock. Some prepare you before the storm. Negative visualization. Premeditatio Malorum. Some anchor you during chaos. Dichotomy of control. Inner Citadel. Some transform you after. Amor, Fati. Voluntary discomfort. Old you would panic. You'd bend with every demand. New you? You stand unmoved. You see patterns. You know what matters. You don't just survive the game. You change how it's played. Start now. Pick one principle. Practice it today. In your work, your relationships, your own head. Write it down. Repeat it. Make it non-negotiable. Tell me in the comments, which principle hit you the hardest and why? If this video clarified your mind, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. More Stoic strategies are coming. Practical, modern, powerful. Don't just watch Stoicism, live it. One more thing. The 60-second Stoic reset. When manipulation strikes, pause. Breathe. Ask yourself, what can I control right now? Then act only on that. No reaction. Only response. This works anywhere. Office, phone call, home. Try it today. The next time someone twists your words or pushes your buttons, stop. Reset. Respond from your center. That's your tactical advantage. Use it. Your mind is not a battlefield. You are the fortress. Stand. Unshakable. Sovereign. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Stay clear, stay strong, be stoic."